Hey, I'm Indvin Kosi. I've been an artist for 11 years now, and the last 4 of those 11 years were spent doing digital art, and I'm making this video to help you evolve faster in coloring because I was harassed to do it. Nah, I'm just kidding. Now, I had the very same issue where early on when I was studying digital art, the only good thing about my art was the line art, but nothing else, because when I colored, everything would always get ruined.
Get out of here.
My intention with this video is to get you at least one level above what you were before you watched this video. Anyways, enough with the introduction, let's get right into it. Now at this stage, I'm going to need you to have line art ready because we're gonna get right into it. The first step is to pick the base colors. A common mistake I see with this is people picking colors that are very saturated. Now what does saturation mean in art? To put it simply in my own words, I'm going to say very concentrated, very strong. What you want to do is to avoid saturating your colors, and saturated art is for the pros and veterans, like for example Sam does art, Mark Brunette, me.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Okay, now all jokes aside, now what you want to do is avoid making your base colors very saturated because it makes shading very difficult for you. To simplify it, when you look at the toggle for saturation, make sure it's anywhere between 50 and 70%, never above 70%. Now with the base colors done and dusted, we can move on to step 2, which is shading. This is where saturation comes into play. You want to remember 3 things when doing this, right? Now what you want to do now is you want to darken the base color after increase the saturation and then change the warmness or coolness. Those are the 3 things you need to remember, right? Let me quickly explain the cool and warm colors thing, right? Cool colors will be when you take your position in the color wheel and then go more to the blue side, right? You don't go too much, you just go like 10-20% to the blue side, right? And the same logic applies to warm colors. Just go to the yellow side more and more. That's the basis of it. It's a gist. Don't need to stress too much about it. Now to remind you of the 3 things is darken the base color, increase saturation and change the warmness, or darken, saturate and alter, which is the abbreviation we're going to use now, DSA. We are going to be applying it on both the warm and the cool colors so you can observe as we work. Notice how we take the orange from the skin of the character and we darken it by like 10 to 15 to 20%, not too much, and then we do the same for the saturation, 5 to 15%. And when we alter the warmness or the coolness of the drawing, we just go a bit warm or a bit cold, nothing too epic. Do note when shading white there is no rule, so just go dark roughly 10 to 15% and increase saturation 5 to 15%, and that's pretty much the gist of it. Since the saturation increasing will just add in a color, I recommend you go orange to yellow for the warm colors and then blue to purple for the colder colors. Now lastly, we have to cover the lighting part, and the lighting part we're just going to use the 3 principles we used earlier on shading, which is DSA, darken, saturate and alter, but you're gonna change the rules a bit and make them LDA, right? Which is darken becomes lighten, right? Saturate becomes desaturate, but then alter becomes alter. It stays alter always, right? That's how it works. Again, we use the base color first before we change and do the lighting thing, right? We want to go to the base color. After going to the base color, we increase the lightness, right? We lighten it. We decrease the saturation, right? Then we just alter the warm or the coolness of the color on the wheel, right? And if your shadow is warm, you pick warmer colors, so leaning more to the yellow. And then when your shading is cooler, you lean more to the cooler colors, which means blue, right? That's the basis of it, and you can just shade, not shade but lighten. After you can do this, now the only thing left for you to do is just practice it more and more until you know it like it's second nature. Now that's pretty much the gist of the tutorial. That's everything you need to know. You just need to practice now with softer colors, softer shading, yeah, but then for future, just leave a comment on what video I should do next. And follow me on my social media if you want to see my work, you enjoy my art style.